working to defeat crime and make neighborhoods safer. I'm Peter Carl, and this is Chicago Crime Watch. One of the biggest obstacles working with domestic violence victims is getting them to break their silence. Now, the Chicago Police Department is trying a new outreach, and it starts with paint and a t-shirt. A red t-shirt bears the message, "You took away my childhood when you raped me." A yellow one calls for mothers, sisters, daughters, friends, and themselves to be strong. While a blue shirt states simply, "I am a survivor." It's called the Clothesline Project.
It's a way for victims to express themselves through the art of making t-shirts and expressing things that have happened to them or their feelings on domestic violence.
The CPD Domestic Violence Program partnered with the YWCA to teach domestic violence liaison officers about the Clothesline Project. It was a hands-on lesson. Everyone got a clean white t-shirt, picked out art supplies, and began to draw.
It's a way for people to tell their stories, and the police of all people see a lot of violence, and everyone does not get a chance to tell their story, so we wanted them to be able to tell their story about what they're feeling, what they've experienced, so they can also have a voice.
The officers worked alone or in groups. They used stickers and markers to bring their messages of hope and survival alive on the shirts. Each had their own creative twist.
Help in every different language I can find out. We have French here, of course English, Korean, Tagalog, Spanish of course, and I have Dutch, Italian, and Portuguese. Everyone can give help and everybody needs help. It's universal.
It says, "Hand in hand, I trusted you," and then on the bottom, there's going to be two little hands, and it says, "Now I live my life for me." But being a little kid, you've trusted your parents or your family, and if they hurt you in a certain way, that now that they live their lives for themselves.
The Clothesline Project started almost 20 years ago in Massachusetts. The purpose to educate and raise awareness of violence against women, as well as help in the healing process for survivors or people who lost a loved one to domestic violence.
There will be a fist, there will be a boot, this will be a knife, and ultimately 12 grave. Just to say, at what point would you cry out for help to the victim? Because a lot of the victims will not cry out for help or they'll not reach out. So at what point, after a fist, after getting kicked, or after being stabbed, at which point the victim would ask for help?
In order to heal, you must reveal. You need to come forward to get help in order to help yourself. So you got to reveal that there is domestic violence.
Sergeant Knopflin says the goal is to have the liaison officers take the project back to their districts and hold workshops with the community. Again, the hope to get victims to open up and break their silence.
I'm writing, "I am a product of domestic violence. Stop the cycle." A lot of times, kids who are abused as children repeat the same cycle when they become adults themselves. So mine is to stop the cycle.
My message is keep your hands off me and love me, don't hit me. And those are the case reports that we have. Most of them involve violence with your hands.
The finished t-shirts will be on display at police headquarters next month during a domestic violence program meeting. They'll be hung across a clothesline.
The message that I was trying to get out is that there's more than one way to try to reach a person and to try to find a way to get information that a person is holding within, and to try to come up with innovative ways to try to reach a person so that they can express what is bothering them or their thoughts on a matter.
Everybody has a chance to heal, they have a chance to tell their story, and they should always take that opportunity to do so.
Mine is the domestic violence liaison officer. It has the helping hand. My shirt is like an answer to those shirts, the ones that were in distress, the survivors. So I'm saying I'm here to help. I'm here to help when they make that first initial case report. I'm here to answer those questions, to walk you through that process. When you feel like, hey, I did my report, I don't know what else to do, and tell you, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Now you have to continue with what you started and be that strong survivor.
For more information on domestic violence, contact the Domestic Violence Program at 312-745-6340. Or if you or someone you know needs immediate assistance, call 911. A police officer in Chicago's 12th District is using clothes to help domestic violence victims and others in need. Officer Jeannie Figueroa organized and ran a community closet for several days recently, distributing clothes she collected from fellow officers and the community at large. The response was overwhelming, bags and boxes of pants and shirts and shoes arriving from all quarters. Space for the clothing drive was donated by the local Chamber of Commerce. The Chicago Police Department is working to keep this a safe summer for kids across the city. Superintendent Jody Weiss was joined by top command staff and members of the CAPS program to announce programs to keep kids safe during the summer.
For example, our Neighborhood Youth Corps program will send 100 young people, ages 14 to 18, to the Police Academy to learn life skills, including job interview skills, anger management, and conflict resolution skills. Chicago Police is sponsoring activities with groups such as the Tuskegee Airmen, in addition to programs like Hooked on Fishing, Police Explorers.
Police say activities that keep kids occupied and safe will go a long way toward further reducing the 8% drop in citywide crime this year. That's it from the Crime Watch News Team. I'm Peter Carl. Thank you for watching.